So everybody was expecting more demonstrations like we had last year across the south. It didn't happen. Basra has almost 24 hours of electricity, and electricity generation capacity touched 19.5 gigawatts, which is a big jump from last year. Service delivery is a priority for the new government. It's a government of so-called technocrats. It's a kind of consensus government from all the different political parties that causes its own challenges. But it's 5 million barrels a day on oil production as well, despite the war with ISIS, despite the lack of legislation, needs for infrastructure and corruption challenges. So I think the outlook is very positive for Iraq. And very importantly, it's a country that has managed to maintain very good relations with all the members of the GCC, as well as other neighboring countries, US, Europe, China, and Russia.
A very difficult neighborhood to be operating in, given, of course, the fact that we've seen the U.S. administration really taking on Tehran, not just in terms of the rhetoric, but also in terms of the finances as well. But walk me through how you see the synergies developing between the GCC countries and Iraq, because that's quite interesting.
So there's been big commitment from members of the GCC. Kuwait hosted, which is quite something, of course, thinking of the history. The big donor conference for Iraq. Saudi's been engaged at multiple levels with joint committees. There's growing cooperation in the electricity sector, including with the GCC grid. So I think the region is embracing Iraq on the economic side as well as the political side, and that's very positive. We as Crescent Petroleum, we're doubling down on investment in Iraq. As a group, we've invested over $3 billion over the last decade, including in non-oil and gas sectors like power and also container terminal and logistics. We're more than doubling our production in the Kurdistan region in the north, and we were awarded some new blocks by the federal ministry last year. So we see it as a very positive trajectory and investment climate.
And what are some of the tailwinds there? Because at the end of the day, you have the U.S. administration saying, oh, we've defeated the Islamic State, they declare victory, but most experts would agree that there are still pockets of trouble in Iraq. How does that challenge what's happening in the industry?
That's certainly the case. It's defeated as a state, but there are still pockets, and there's a high need for investment in the areas that have been liberated from Daesh. Mosul and other governorates in the area have not yet seen the reconstruction that is required. That's acknowledged by the Iraqi government. It's partly an issue of funds, but also capacity, delivery of projects. And I think we as regional companies here in the region, it's not that we don't see risk, but we maybe have a different perspective. Western companies are maybe avoiding these areas of risk, whether in Iraq or elsewhere in the region, whereas we are from the region, for the region, and we're here to stay, and we take a long-term perspective.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.